There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, YouTube? So today I'm going to be doing my Bad Boys Club episode 6 after show, of course, with Lou. So before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel to keep updated with everything that I talk about in this channel pertaining to reality television and celebrity news. So I'm going to bring my special guest, of course, weekly, which is Lou. So what is going on, Lou?
Get with Lou or get with the flop. You already know, box to the top. Okay, you already know I got my lashes on or whatever. Head over to the website. I think Pierre has the link, so he's gonna drop it for y'all or whatever.
Yes.
Girl, we got a sale. It's gonna make you look good as hell. And we're here to talk about these bad boys. Is you mad, boy? Because I wasn't mad at last night's episode.
It's giving bad boys. You know how it's giving bad bitch? It's giving bad boys. Something, so it's giving bad boys. That's what's giving, okay?
I don't know the rest of the lyrics. All I know is the hook.
Right. It's giving bad bitch. For real. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about was the episode. What did you think about the episode last night?
Let me take a little sip. Okay, so last night's episode, was I entertained on a scale from 1 to 10? On a scale from 1 to 10, it was giving me like a 5 or a 6. Was it episode 5 or 6?
6.
How ironic that it was right at the 6.
Right.
Right. But yeah, so yeah, last night was like a cute episode. It was like one of those like build-up episodes or whatever, because like next week we're about to hit a whole new peak because we're finally gonna get right and tight with Mr. Jonathan, right? Oh, yeah. I'm so ready for Milan to be his match. Y'all have no idea.
Right.
But yeah, last night was cool.
To me, the episode was pretty good because we got to see, like I said, I love to see an episode with multiple scenes. I love the multiple scenes. The reason why I'm typing, I'm getting the link right now so I could drop in the comments right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's in the description of the last live weekend. Okay, so I'm dropping it right now. So this is the link that I just dropped is Anthony's. I say Anthony.
Not Anthony, child.
Right? Not
you know
Anthony.
Me and Anthony, we see
right. Lou's lashes. Please show it one more time. So the people can see, please.
We have a variety of styles, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 3, 4, 1, so you can have some fun. So you already know who to get with. Get with Lou or get with a flop. Come on. And that's
let's give it bad boy. Okay. Like I said, the episode, I feel like it was okay because it had more than one scene throughout the whole episode. So I like that Zeus put in the effort to show multiple scenes, and we saw like a little story arc going through, especially with them having the whole house meeting or whatever, right? What do you think about the producers, and do you think they're playing favorites with Milan? Do you think Milan is getting his way or not?
First, let me say this, because I was literally thinking about this earlier today. Mm-hmm. This is not a bad cast. Yes, I do feel like they do need to have people who are not known because, yes, you're still going to have your couple of people who try too hard, but I get why they casted the people that they casted to kind of bring in the eyes just so that the show can, get going. I feel as though when it comes to the producers, the reason why I bring up the whole this not being a bad cast part is because, yes, I do feel like all the boys or a majority of the boys are trying too hard. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like maybe they're being pushed to try too hard. So I feel like if it wasn't so overproduced and they filmed longer, we would get a better, amount of substance.
Right.
When it comes to Milan, I definitely think some favoritism is definitely at play. Within the house, within just the editing, within just the producing in general, I don't know why he is necessarily being pushed to the forefront. I guess because he was on Love and Hip Hop for that one season. But hey, if you have a Viacom check, I guess you get to be stepping on everybody's neck. Right. But regardless, I do think there's some type of favoritism going on. There's a lot of like placating to Milan and everything like that. Like everybody on the bus, oh, Milan, are you okay? Are you okay? Let me tell you something. Now, am I going to be like, checking on Kyrian and checking on Milan? Yes, because I want the camera time. But when we get on the bus, baby girl, in a baby world, I'm going to ask you one time if you're okay. If you ignore me, that's it. Back to my phone. I'm not going to be sitting here like...
So you're not going to be like Darrell being like, talk to me. Milan, come over here. Talk to me. You're not going to talk to me? Carry on.
Let me tell you something.
Gotta.
Darrell can tell that he was trying to be the peacemaker all he wants to, but the way he grabbed Milan by his stomach, I said, girl, you were trying to find out where that peen reside, where the peen reside. Right. Because we know you got the eyes for Milan, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right, not anymore, but I do think Milan, though, is in charge of the girls. You know how they be like, who's in charge of the girls? Nene's in charge of the girls. Milan is in charge of the girls.
And Curtis was like, oh, Milan thinks he's a leader and everything like that. But girl, y'all allow him to believe he's a leader. Y'all let him be the leader. Even like prime example with the house meeting. And I know we're going to get to that. But like, you have one scene where everybody's like, yeah, Milan was wrong. Then we get to the house meeting. Oh, well, carry on. Do you feel like there's anything you need to apologize for? Why is it that when Milan get in the room, everybody want to...
Right. This is what I was going to get to as well. I do feel like a lot of people are being very fake in the confessionals. That in person, they're saying one thing, and then in the confessionals, they're saying a whole nother. The person I really want to call out is Mr. Anthony. I feel like Anthony's being really, really fake because all the time behind his back, he be having so much, and I don't even like Milan, but he be having so much to say about Milan. When Milan come around, he just act like nothing's going on. Like even last night, he was just like, oh, anything you want to say to Milan, carry on. Like, what's happening? And then in my mind, I'm thinking like, you was just talking crap about him. So what you asking him if he has anything to say to him? What do you have to say to him?
Right, because you had a lot to say in the confessional. Right. So I'm in the motherfucking house. Like what's good? Okay.
I really don't like that. So last night we saw the fashion show. Okay, the fashion show. I really think it was a fashion show that was produced by Miss Nunn herself, and I think that she picked up all the clothes that she could find from the nearest AliExpress shipping center, and also the nearest thrift shop with all the designer clothing, and make sure to give it to Winnie, and would say, hey, we're gonna put on an event, we're gonna make a fashion show, make these boys strut their stuff, and then we're gonna put it on the show, right? So I think it was fake. It seemed overproduced. Who do you think rocked the fashion show the best?
I think Gutta had the best walk. I have the biggest soft spot for Gutta. But yeah, he definitely had the best walk or whatever. Okay, Gutta. Okay, he did his so yeah. No, Gutta gave what needed to be given. As far as the fashion show being a real event, child, my whole thing is, if this charity does exist, I would expect for Winnie. I think that's what the baby boy's name, Winnie.
Yeah.
I would expect for him to be a little more upset that Milan did do that at his event, because he was giving very much like, oh, Milan, I'm just saying wrong place.
He was giving time. Winnie the Pooh, okay? They should have just called, because you know how Winnie the Pooh be like, woo. Like, he just kept going to Milan like, woo, Milan.
Woo, 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 woo. All this babying for the oldest girl on the cast. But the fashion show was cute, though. For it to be, a scheme that Nasty Nun set up to come to us with the bull swanky, it was given real swanky. So it was cute. It was cute.
Yeah. The thing is, I think the person who did the best on the fashion show is Curtis. Curtis was a rookie at it, but I think he did really well. He did walk a little too fast at some points, but I think he did the best, in my opinion.
Because I was going to say, you didn't think he was power walking like an Energizer Bunny?
Yeah, he was power walking, but like, he did his thing. And I was surprised he was like, that's his first like fashion show or like anything like dealing with fashion or anything like that. Because I'm just like, didn't y'all come in being like, y'all in the industry and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop and boop, 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 boop. So like, it was kind of shocking to me because I'm like, y'all be really capping for these screens, but it is what it is.
Right.
So a person who had a huge issue with the fashion show is Mr. Talk Sexuality and nothing else, because that's all he talks about, right? He even made a video recently and said he doesn't know why people think just because he's cool and friends with a gay person that they think he's gay. He doesn't get that and he doesn't like that. And I'm just like, you're the reason why, but that's besides the point.
Exactly.
What do you think about him being a diva, a super diva, and wanting to get his wigs split and his haircut done before walking in the fashion show? He wanted his toenails and pedicure done. He wanted all that before the fashion show. Do you think he was doing too much?
Moolah was so mad that he could not get his nails done and his lace laid. I, model. I do what I do. Okay, I hit the runway. Follow me on Instagram at looks with Lou. And then y'all can also follow me on TikTok. Y'all will see what I do. A majority of the time, you're already supposed to come with hair and makeup already done. And then on top of that, like, it's not like you're not about to get the spa treatment. If you ask me, they definitely got the VIP treatment because there was other models at that event, and I can only imagine what the hell they were changing in and what their changing arrangements are, because it is not as glamorous behind the scenes as people try to make it seem in front of the scenes.
Right.
So for him to be mad that he was getting his hair cut and all this other stuff, it's like, girl, first of all, if you knew, y'all all knew good and well that y'all were going to do the studio and the show, why didn't you get taped up from the jump? It's LA. It's not hard to find a barber. And then you and Milan are bestie boo, so why won't Milan put you onto a barber to go ahead and get you lined up and right up? That way, when you get to the show, you're not looking to be like...
Curtis's tape always looks straight. Like, my tape sometimes don't be looking straight. That's why I be having a hat on and stuff like that. So it's like, you feel me? But Curtis tape, it be nice and tight every time I see him. Like,
right.
He think that Drake stole his hairstyle, y'all. The delusion.
Who? Moolah or Curtis?
No, Curtis, because you know how Drake has the braids. He does kind of look like Curtis though, from afar.
Oh yeah, really he did get the braids or whatever. Yeah, Drake was giving a little Curtis. Okay, yeah. We see the unity and the harmony in the straight community.
Right, Team Straight.
But I mean, Moolah, his hair didn't really look bad or whatever. Like, he didn't really need the extra tape up. I just think he was trying to.
Moolah was mad because allegedly he couldn't use. Natalie said there was no color contacts allowed to be on the runway, so he had to pop them out of his eyes. Okay, that's why he was so angry. They said behind the scenes, Natalie was like, Moolah, take those out of your eyes right now.
You know good and well, Natalie pulled him to the side and said, hey, what we're not doing is a colored contacts right now, so you're gonna have to take those out. Like, it's nighttime. There's no lighting to reflect off of your hazel wannabe eyes. Like, I think that's why he was mad, because his eyes were looking real brown.
Right.
They weren't looking real. And that's why when his eyes are looking brown, he's really ready to shut down, because it went from the haircut to him not liking what he wears. And for anybody who wants to model, anybody who does model, you know good and well that you are the model, meaning that you are the hanger. Whatever the designer tells you to wear is what the hell you're supposed to wear. As long as they're not, making you do anything crazy with your hair, because you do have a real life outside of the fashion show. Like, girl, if the designer says, okay, like, you're gonna wear this trash bag, you're gonna wear this trash bag.
Right.
So you may think you look crazy, but the designer knows that that's their vision or whatever. So it's not up to you what you wear.
Right. You're a canvas. The designer creates the art on you. That's what people don't understand that are trying to be models or stuff like that. They don't understand that once you're in the fashion industry, the designer and creative director, you have to go with what their vision. Of course, if you're uncomfortable with something, let them know, but you can't be like, I want to wear this. You're not the creative director. You're not the designer. Like,
I had to learn that quickly. Like, as long as the designer is not saying, okay, I want you to shave your head bald and walk around nude.
Or some Tyra Banks stuff.
See, me and Tyra, let me breathe, because I would have been like, okay,
I wish Top Model was still on. Ooh, it would have been so good.
Girl, nowadays. The way Tyra would have tried to, because Tyra's the type of girl where she's like, okay, like I rock my little curly top. She would have been like, okay, we're gonna cut your hair. I'm like, girl, you can just cut me. How about that? I'll just go home.
Because
I'm not doing this.
She gonna do the elimination. There was an elimination with Tyra that went viral. She was like, she told it was between two girls. She was just like, Sarah, you survived a lot and you've been through a lot. So that's why I'm gonna pick Becca. And then she was like, oh my God.
Let me tell you something.
The mental gymnastics used to play on these girls. Used to
Tyra Banks. Oh, Tyra Banks. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But the way, ooh. See, that's why I would have just went home. Because it's like if you do the makeover, that doesn't secure you a spot into. She can literally cut your hair and they'd be like, okay, you're going home.
Right.
If I would have cut my hair, if she would have cut my hair and I was walking around looking like Little Bill and she sent my ass home, the police would have had to been called. Ambulances. The whole building would have been in flames. Oh, I'm whooping your ass. I'm going to... Let's move on.
Because I'm going. Let's say if you wasn't comfortable with the makeover, they used to be like, so that means you're not dedicated to be a model. Like you can't even do this. That's crazy. I'm like, you're asking somebody to change their whole appearance, and they might not even win the money.
Like literally, y'all are asking people to be like, okay, we could easily send you home tomorrow, but we're gonna give you pink hair, and if you have to like go back and clock in at Target, that's not our problem.
Right, and then you can't tell them where you were.
Right.
So let's talk about the fights last night. So we saw Milan end up sneaking Carry On. You know, Milan he just hopped off the set.
Girl, just
from the Massive Attack video. So you know, when
so his adrenaline was pumping
over here bigger than a monster. She was talking about she was talking about Milan. The Tom Toms over here bigger than a monster. She was talking about Milan, right? So he hopped off the set of the Massive Attack video and attacked Carry On. What did you think about him sneaking Carry On?
Milan. Okay. Motor Mouth Massive Attack Milan is good for a sneak attack. Now I will give him his props or whatever, because later on in the episode, you know, he squatted up or whatever. But I just feel like for Milan to be like, oh, you know, I don't know if these guys are used to being in the industry, and you know, we're bad boys, so we have to show them that we're bad boys, but show them that we can roll with class. You know, he's the one trying to be the leader, setting the stage, setting the rules. But you want to set the stage, but can't control your rage. And I don't care if anybody gets mad about me bringing up his age or age shaming.
Right. You're glitching a little bit. I can hear you perfectly, but it's like laggy.
Oh, is it laggy?
Yeah, it's laggy a little bit. I can still see you clearly though, but it's like...
I am going to connect to my data. Give me a quick second.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So as Lou does this, I'm going to show you guys what I mean by the Massive Attack. Okay? Because we gotta, like, I can't get that image out of my mind. Every time I see Milan now, I just think of it. I just think of the Massive Attack, okay? We gonna turn the volume down because I want to get y'all know how Nikki do. Nikki a big striker, okay? Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's see if we can spot Milan. We skip Milan. There you go. Wait.
Can we skip Milan? Okay.
There you go. Nope. There we go. Tell me that's not Milan.
Tell me that's not Milan.
Tell me that's not Milan. But yeah. Okay, so
okay, am I good? Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2.
You're good.
Okay, great. I saw Milan.
You saw Milan?
I saw Milan. He was right there in the jungle.
He did that.
Girl, he was acting as if he was in a jungle, as if he was in a Massive Attack at a red carpet event. But yeah, like, girl, you want to set the stage, but you can't even control your rage, and everybody gets mad when we bring up Milan's age. But let's keep it. You know what?
Right.
I cannot ask logical questions on any logical show. So I always have to remind myself, like, okay, you can't make sense out of nonsense. You can't do it. So in the world of Zeus, in the world of Bad Boys LA, I guess it's okay for a 37-year-old man to run up and tried to get someone done up at a red carpet event that was by his friend.
Right. Someone in the comments talking about, was that really him? It was him.
No, girl, that was definitely him. Let me see the chat.
They say
no, that was him.
Really, I read it.
I wish Carry-On would unleash his dragon. He always talking about. No, but girl, honestly, the co-host is unprofessional.
Seriously,
to me.
with him,
Carry-On needs to just keep his mouth closed from now on. LOL, he's not a fighter.
The thing is, when Carry-On to me pissed me off the last 2 episodes because he had so many chances to hit Milan and he missed it, which really makes me mad. Because it's like, even in this episode, when he ran up on him and then he stopped, what are you doing? Like, this isn't improv. Like, we're not faking fighting. Like, we're not like, and scene, cut. Like, hit him.
I don't know what that was. And it's like, Carry-On, okay. Carry-On is somebody who's going to talk shit and get hit and then talk shit. And I'm one of those kind of people too. But I don't talk like I'm a gangster because I know I'm not a banger. So I don't understand why he feels like he can just keep, like, if you're not a fighter, that's fine. If you want to defend yourself, that's fine. But it's like, girl, you keep revving up as if you're going to knuck up and you just get beat up every single time. Give us the windmill next time. Can you do that? Can you just be up? Just do that.
That's what I'm saying. In bad egg rainbows, I had to put you on timeout. Don't say anything about my co-host because Lou doesn't have to be here. He's doing me a big favor with even doing this after shows with me. So please do.
Oh yeah, girl, she dragged me, girl.
Because you very I don't know. Somebody has shared me put on timed out. So please don't. Seriously, no, I'm not even joking. Like, he's doing me a favor and everything like that. And like, I love his commentary. A lot of the viewers do. So please do not come for my co-host.
No, but listen, I had to learn early on in life. I am not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And if you have some memos, DM me on Looks at the Loo and let me know what I can improve on. Girl, listen, I'm not perfect, child.
No, but no, some people, they be getting out of line. So stop. You feel me? Anyways. Yeah, I just hate the fact that he keeps kind of like missing his opportunity. And next week's preview, we see what's his name? Darrell tell him, he was just like, so Carry On, you're just gonna keep getting beat the fuck up on. Like, that was the funniest thing ever to me.
When he said his daddy is either gonna laugh or he's gonna be shamed, one or the other.
Right.
Because it's like, girl. It's like, okay, the moolah thing, you did not ask for that. That was unwarranted.
Right.
We could say you got snuck attack, so that was a good reason for you losing that fight. Cool, whatever. Milan, you literally ran up and got done up. Like, you literally, he wasn't even trying to fight you. Like, Milan in the house meeting, he wasn't even trying to fight you, baby girl. But you wanted to go for a twirl and you got swirled.
Ooh. Not twirled in a swirl. It was just sad. The way that Milan punched him, I was just like, oh my God. Because it's like, he saw it coming, but he didn't think Milan was going to come with that massive attack pressure. So like, it hit him with the tom-tom pressure. Like, ooh.
But really, you know what? A lot of people be saying like Milan can't fight. I'm not a fighter, so I can't judge anybody's fighting skills. But if Milan punched me like that, I think I would need an ice pack. So I don't know.
Right. Like, the thing is, okay, Milan's not a coordinated fighter. That's what I could see. Because I've seen some fights. I'm talking about in a real life. He's not a coordinated fighter. You saw how he punched Carry-On and he didn't keep punching him. He just punched him and kind of like, he's a wild fighter. So if he
be missing some hits. Like when him and Darrell was fighting, like a lot of his hits were kind of like going behind Darrell's back or whatever.
He's a very uncoordinated fighter. So somebody like Jonathan, who's very coordinated, because he's coordinated with his hands, so he's coordinated with his hands because he knows how to braid and he knows how to braid. So somebody like Jonathan come in, that's why it freaks out Milan because he's like, damn, like, you feel me? Somebody like could really tussle. So
that's why he had to get on the phone with his that's why he had to get on the phone with his brother real quick. He was like,
this is why I said Milan has favoritism, because I said this in my review. When it has been allowed that Bad Girls Club or Bad Boys could call a replacement up. Imagine on Bad Girls Club if Megan was like, they're about to jump me. Sister, you'll have to get here. and then she fly to Mexico, and she's the new replacement. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't think that should have been allowed. What do you think?
You definitely brought up a good point with that, because I did see your review, and you were like, yeah, like, another sign of favoritism. Like, okay, well, if Milan is gonna bring in replacements, I mean, why can't somebody else bring in a replacement too? Like,
Right.
I don't really get what that is. I mean,
like, let Dylan bring his country redneck cousin or something. He gonna be like, Jake, you need to get here. We need some white folk up in these house. Okay, we got this stupid white Willem the Bass. He's Willem the fattest bitch. He just left. So let's bring a little white country up in here. Okay, like, let anybody come in, because it's not fair.
Because it's a free-for-all at this point.
Right.
So, yeah, like, I don't know if Milan is, like, an executive producer. I don't know if we have to, like, check the credits or something. But I've literally never seen that in television history in, like, a house format where bitches can just be like, girl, come up in this house and handle my lightweight.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, whoa. Like, they shouldn't have shown that. I'm sorry. They should have added, like, he just popped up and they picked him as a replacement.
Yeah. Like how they did... Right. You remember on season 12 of BGC Chicago when Raisha? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When Laura was like, "Is that my cousin? That's my cousin," and then she started jumping out, and then
that was a cute little moment. I'm not, because I would have acted the same goddamn way if I would be like, "Girl, is that my cousin?" That is not my cousin.
If I was Jada, I would have had to. You know how on Morgan on BGC 5 when she broke into the production room, I would have broken into the production room because you setting me up. You already see I'm beefing with this bitch, and you gonna bring her cousin?
The way they wanted Jada to get jumped all up and through that season,
yeah, they really did.
They was not giving my girl Jada no breaks.
They, like, when her cousin came in, I'm like, wow, like, I would have had to leave because you would have me fucked up.
Yeah, girl.
It's the house versus Milan. Do you think Milan's gonna peep game later on in the season, or do you think he's blindsided because now he sees everybody turning against him? I'm just turning on my fan. I'm right here.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
I think that's why he went ahead and called his brother in. I don't know if that's his real brother, girl, whatever. You know, the gays are good for calling somebody their brother, their sister, their cousin, their family, cousin, all that good shit. But yeah, I think that's why he went ahead and called his brother up in there for backup, because now he's like, okay, not only am I not really the leader of this house, I've also met my match. And now it's gonna be like, it's up gonna be like him and Jonathan fighting for like who's gonna be like, I guess, the HBIC, because Jonathan is not coming in to play games at all. And what I love about Jonathan is that he's coming in directly like for like the big fish, the big meat. Like, he's not worried about Dylan, he's not worried about Anthony, he's not worried about Kieran. He's like, Milan, I want you.
Right.
He's coming in like how what were their names? Hanan and Susu had came in during season 15. So I do like that or whatever, but I do think Milan is already peeping game, and he's like, okay, let me go ahead and call my brother up in here because Jonathan's gonna beat my ass, and if these bitches try to jump me, like, at least somebody gonna be fighting on my side.
Right. So now that Milan's seen the episode and how a lot of people were talking about his back, today he went on social media, y'all, and went crazy. He went live with Natalie. He went live with Natalie. My bad. He went live with Natalie, and he also went live on his own, basically calling out Darrell, basically calling out Anthony, and calling out Gutter. So I'm going to share my screen and show you guys.
I cannot wait to see this. What he got to say?
A lot.
You know, Milan is always pulling stunts and shows that nobody bought a ticket to. So this should come through. This should be good. Come and knock on my door.
All right.
I'll be waiting for you. Let's see what the chat is talking about.
What are we talking about?
Okay.
So this is what he had to say, y'all. He was very angry. You know, he's still on the massive attack.
He's menopausal right now.
Right.
He's menopausal.
Very angry.
You bitches want more camera time. So y'all want to argue with me. Nobody knew who the fuck none of you bitches was. It's no shade. You broke ass hoes. This fake ass bitch, she running around with Gutter, calling Gutter her bestie, but sending my son Rio Gutter's location at Kirian's house. She's a fake bitch. This bitch is a fake ass hoe. Anthony, you a weird ass, fake ass bitch, hoe. You want to be motherfucker. You want to be that girl so bad, bitch. You fake ass bitch. Shut your ass up. All of mother. I own my club. Girl, your brother and you rent the club out, bitch. Let's talk about it. It ain't even your club. Let's talk about it, bitch. Your brother and you rent the motherfucking club out, hoe. You fake ass bitch. Nobody, you hoes is fucking cap. All you bitches is cap. All you bitches is cap. And another motherfucking thing, bitch, why you hoes is running around talking about, oh, I can't wait for Jonathan to come so he can get Milan. Bitch, Jonathan didn't touch Milan and was out that motherfucking house in 2 days, and I still got my motherfucking room. But keep watching the motherfucking show. Fuck is you talking about? What's wrong with these hoes? And bitch, I'm always strapped. What's up? Fucking fake ass bitches. They go live. No, they go live every Sunday. I've been paying these hoes. I don't go live. I don't talk about.
So yeah, as courtesy of Mr. Milan, y'all, what do you think about all he had to say about all the cast members?
Okay, so first things first, he said that he doesn't go live. Milan, this is not your first live. This is not your first rodeo.
Oh, you watch his lives?
You said what?
You watched his lives that he's talked about, like other cast members? So
I've seen a couple of his lives on like the little T pages or whatever. So I know this is not his first little rodeo. You know what? He wasn't lying about Anthony. Anthony is a flip-flopper. I'm not.
Flapjacks.
We can't mince words. Anthony be flip-flopping and just flip-flopping around the goddamn block. She don't know what side she want to be on.
Community.
You said what?
Flapjacks. Just flip-floppity flapjacks.
Just very much this. Very much this.
Fish.
Do I believe that Anthony would have sent Rio Gutta's location at Curions? I don't know Anthony, so I don't trust Anthony as far as I can throw him. And you see, I'm a small little girl, so I wouldn't be able to throw him far.
Right.
As far as Milan goes, now we did know a couple of the people before the show started. You were not the only known one, girl. We knew who Darrell was. We knew who Gutta was. If you're in the LGBT community, then you're very well aware of who Gutta is. We definitely knew who Mr. Delivered was. Okay.
And sadly, I know who Talk Sexuality, nothing else is. Oh my god.
Oh, you knew who he was?
Yes, because I followed him because Shane Justin, Floridian, right? He interviewed Shane Justin at one point on Shane Justin's live. So I tuned into that live on a random day. This is so random, right?
Right.
But I've seen him interviewing Shane Justin, you know, piercing Shane Justin with his hazel contacted eyes, looking deep into his soul, trying to find out how to be, you know, Greg's a throuple with Greg. But that's the size.
Girl, you know Mullah was trying to see, like Mullah was trying to talk verse bottom.
Right.
Verse bottom.
So when I seen him interview, I'm like, oh, he cool or whatever. Let me follow him. Boom.
Right.
Next thing you know, months later, Bad Boys pops up. I'm like, wow. And now he talks sexuality, nothing else. And on that interview, he didn't talk sexuality.
Surprisingly, and he was doing an interview with a gay man. So I mean, hey, that's definitely something. What a full circle moment. Who else did I know? I knew who William the Baddest was because you know William and Sydney Starr, they're like friends or whatever. So
and he was like a Zeus groupie.
You said what?
He was like a Zeus groupie. I used to always see him on the red carpets and like see him in Natalie's comments. I'm like, I used to always see this white boy with a bow on his face. So I'm like, who's that white boy with a bow on his face? Bad Boy pops up, now I remember who he was. Right.
So, Milan, you were not the only like Beyonce of the dancery. Please. You were not the only known girl. And what else was he mad about? What else was he rambling about at his big age? About to bust a damn vein? About to bust a blood vessel?
And there was also more, and he addressed a little about Gutta, because if you guys don't know, Gutta got his first car, whatever. Congrats to him. To me, I didn't like, because I'm gonna play the video first and then I'll talk about it. Because you can't be making fun of people's successes and y'all not at the same point in life, because you're damn near 40 and like Gutta's
that's what I'm saying. How old is Gutta?
So I think he's like 21. He's in his 20s, early 20s.
Yeah, he can't be no older than like in his early 20s.
Of a dead bitch that's dead. I'm not money Gutta, who just bought my first Nissan 3 months ago. I'm not none of you broke fucking hoes, so let's keep it motherfucking straight, bitch. And Miss Anthony, you run around talking about you own a fucking club. You're a promoter. You a mother promoter. You don't own a past thing, ho. Now, let's get back to these fucking Decepticons, bitch. All you hoes, y'all motherfucking Transformers, and y'all not worried about none of you bitches. Anthony, you a fake bitch. I didn't even notice that you was this motherfucking weird. You smell every opportunity you in my face. You kissing mine and riding my dick. But when you get in them green screens and you get behind my back, you talk hella shit, bitch. And when I see you at the motherfucking reunion, you know it's motherfucking up. Ain't nobody worried about you bitch hoes linking up like motherfucking Voltron because y'all can't take me, bitch. I'm not none of you hoes. I'm not motherfucking curious.
I don't know if he thinks this. I told you he still thinks this is the Massive Attack video because he keeps referencing big vehicles. And we saw big vehicles in the Nicki Minaj video. So
he's trying to rumble his pack. He's trying to rumble his Massive Attack. First things first, yeah, just like you said, him and Gutta are in two different spots in life. So why y'all are on the same show and Gutta has more sense than you is the real question of the night. And that's what should make you so goddamn mad. And then two, I mean, say what you want about Anthony, you know, doing his club thing. Say what you want about Gutta doing his thing or whatever. But Milan, at your big ass age, what are you doing? Because ever since Love and Hip Hop, you do have your sex toy line. You got your sex toy line. Okay, do your big one. I'm pretty sure you're on OnlyFans.
Literally,
the big one. I could be right. You said what?
I said literally do him a big one.
Okay, that's your big one, babe. That's your big one. Okay, because according to your thing, that's it's a big one. I would not be playing with that because I like my walls. Okay. I like my walls and I like to keep them just right. Exactly.
But so, I didn't like you talking about the Nissan because it's like, okay, some people get further in life, like get to the places in life faster than others. So don't be judging him because he just got his probably first car or whatever, and he's so happy about it. Because if y'all don't know, Gutta didn't come for no damn spoon in the mouth fed. You feel me? Like spoiled ass boy. Like he had to hustle and stuff like that. So for him to even get on the Zeus Network, it's a big accomplishment for him. So him gagging him about the Nissan, okay, like you had like your gag. If it was somebody like Anthony saying I got my first car, then it'll kind of look like kind of crazy because Anthony looks like a lavish girl. Like he lives like this lavish guy that has the cars, But Gutta doesn't live like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was shocked when he posted that. So I didn't like him making fun of him about that.
You can definitely tell that Gutta, like, because Gutta definitely had to do some things. He had to do some strange things to get his piece of change. And I'm not talking about anything sexual, girl. He was in the Dollar Tree fighting with cashiers. He was in the subway in underwear throwing lettuce up in the sky. Like, Gutta was definitely, like, hustling. Okay? He was hustling. He was grinding. And he was pulling stunts and shows that everybody did buy a ticket to, which is why he's on the same show that you're on at your age. So at the end of the day, like Milan, what have you truly done since Love and Hip Hop besides dildos?
He sold them a wet and hot. They're hot and ready like hotcakes, okay?
And then I mean a majority of the time, like before this whole Bad Boys Club, all I would hear about Milan is like on the little, like, you know how
I would see him in the Shade Room comments being one of the pin comments because Shade Room pays him to comment. That's what I used to see Milan on. But.
And then I know, you know, like how they're like Bigo has like, you know, their prominent, I guess, gay host or whatever. So sometimes little Bigo channels, like Bigo T channels or whatever, sometimes they come up in my recommended. So I saw that him and Zell had got into it about something so trivial. So it's kind of like, girl, all you've been doing is booming on Bigo before Bad Boys Club came. So
allegedly, Zell said that he ran a choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo on Mr. Massive Attack. They did a massive attack on those cakes, apparently, allegedly. This is what I've seen. So yeah,
a train.
Yes, a choo. Not even a train. It's a choo. So yeah. So after this live or whatever, Anthony made sure to give a good old response and said this. Really got him good, in my opinion. Really, really got him good.
What Anthony got to say?
So Anthony
I kind of like this, Anthony on the low. I don't know why. Even though Anthony's a flip flopper, something I like about him.
Yeah. He said, because I thought Ashy, and he shows a picture of Milan, because we see Milan down to the feet. It doesn't look like he used his Vaseline Intensive Care and Almond Smooth lotion that night. So
it's not looking moisturized.
Cause I thought of Ashley Finance, all these products, but nothing sells. Rented house, don't own 100% of my businesses. All my clothes is fake. Car repoed, sits online begging for beans. Pushing 50, pick me. Please validate me because Chicago hates me. Punk said something. Side note, here's receipts. I own everything, baby. Google it. At Zeus Network. When's the reunion? Let's have a ball. And then he posts the receipt of him owning the actual club. A lot of people hate when people are entrepreneurs and actually own their rights to stuff. Like they love to throw stuff at that and be like, "Oh, you don't actually own that. You don't actually do this." So when you actually post the receipts, it kind of like makes them shut the hell up because, especially if you worked hard to actually build whatever business or whatever that they're throwing shots at. I love that Anthony did that because he showed like, "Hey, I got the paperwork. You ain't talking about nothing. You sound crazy." So
yeah, Milan, where's your paperwork?
response?
Cause what's his face? King of Reeds, Justin J. I don't know if you watch him.
Yeah,
but he was talking. Okay, right. So he was talking about Bad Boys Club. I think he did like the first 1 or 2 episodes, and he was saying that like I guess Milan didn't pay somebody to move his stuff, or he only paid somebody like $300 to move his furniture from one city to another city, or something along those lines, because he couldn't afford a U-Haul. I'm paraphrasing, but Milan. Girl, you don't got it like that. Girl, you don't got it like that. And a real bitch that got it like that don't have to post every time they get a label. Like Gucci, $10,000. Louis Vuitton, $50,000. Is this an Instagram page or a shopping cart?
You know, you click on the items and then it takes you to the link.
Right.
And while you clicked on it, it just sends it to the Instagram page of the brand. I'm like, come on. Like you're giving them free promo.
I'm like, yeah, Milan, do you have like an affiliate link or something, man? Because if you have an affiliate link, do your big one. If you don't, girl, you're done.
It's crazy. It's I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe he said that about Gutta, like making fun of him like that. And Gutta's still in his early 20s, so he had to like Gutta was like 35. He just got a car, but that's besides the point.
And then my whole thing is, Milan, you can never really shade Gutta because at the end of the day, girl, he came on the show and had more sense than you.
Right. That's true.
Like, girl.
And someone who was going to be on Bad Boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And was gonna supposedly be the face of Bad Boys is Mangina. So Mangina went to address why he's not on Bad Boys Club, and also if he were to do another season. So Mangina said this.
Child, I'm so glad Mangina was not on there, because that
would have been even worse.
So annoying. I don't even think I would have been able to watch the show. I'm sorry.
Mangina said, "Please stop asking me why I'm not on that Bad Boy show." That's how he talked. I'm not gonna let y'all know why I'm not on it. And don't ask me again. I was one of the first ones the CEO calls to be the face, and I declined it. What's the concept? Where's the structure? Where's the storylines? Is Chance gonna be there? Let me stop. I don't need a reality check. I got to check in reality. I will not be on a season 2, 3, 4, or 5 if it gets there. So don't waste your time thinking I might pop up. He spells waste wrong, but that's besides the point.
Right.
What do you think? Do you think Mangina should have been cast? And what do you think the season would have been like had Mangina been on there?
A Hot Mess Express. Like, they have enough going on. And it's like, when it comes to Mangina, the difference between Gutta and Mangina is Gutta can come off really extra. Gutta can come off very like, okay, girl, sit down. But you can tell that Gutta is authentically being himself. When it comes to Mangina, it's like, okay, lights, camera, action, 3, 2, 1, turn it on.
Right.
Like, it's not really him. So it would have just been him and just a whole bunch of other girls, Darrell, Milan, and everybody, Dylan. It just would have been one extra forced personality that we don't need. I mean, it would have been cute for him to like pop in and make a cameo or whatever, but I mean,
it just would have been kind of weird and forced because like, is he friends with anybody on the cast? Like, how would he have been able to make the pop up and been like, "Hey guys," that like it would just
right, exactly.
So I don't know. I'm kind of glad he's not on it because he's been on too many Zeus shows, so he would have looked like a Zeus puppet in a production plant.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he wasn't picked to be on there.
He would have definitely been. It definitely would have been like overkill. Like, girl, Mangina again.
Right.
Okay.
And another thing I wanted to talk about, and the last thing I wanted to talk about was there was a meme that kind of went viral about somebody speaking about Bad Boys, and then Gutta K reacted to it, which was hilarious. So watch this video, guys.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm late, but I've been watching Bad Boys Club on Zeus, and I just wanna know, all the straight boys in the world, y'all find two that don't look or active, and put them in a house full of motherfucking sassy bananas. Oh my goodness, bitch, in a house full of sassy bananas trying to look straight. Moolah, bitch, you might well go and come out the closet. You hiding in the motherfucker. That bitch ain't even got no dough on it. Bitch, we see exactly how gay you is. Then y'all got Kieran Franklin on the motherfucking show acting a damn fool, taking punches and shit, talking about, I eat those. Boy, if you don't motherfucking refund that meal and give them bitches back, I'm talking about, he just let the brother loosen up his jaw on national television. What the fuck is you doing? I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm late, but I've been watching Bad Boys.
But yeah, that's what she had to say about Bad Boys, which I thought was hilarious. She called them sassy bananas.
Sassy bananas, and she peeled every layer back as she read that entire structure and foundation for filth. She said what needed to be said. I mean, Moolah, girl, we already know what it's giving. It's not even the fact that we need you to come out of the closet. We just need you to confirm, since you're so invasive and aggressive with your questioning, are you a top, a bottom, or a verse bottom? It's giving verse bottom, but you like to, bottom more like,
bitches, I don't like dicks. Maybe I like a little dick behind the closet. We gonna keep it a secret. We just gonna keep it back there, okay? Welcome to
that's my business.
We just gonna keep it right there, okay? And that's it. Carry on. I still think you a little suspect, okay? I want to know. But anyways.
Right. Kirion can be sneaky, but Moolah and Curtis can sneak in the night and get each other right all the time. So I guess
one thing that annoys me too about Curtis, he's like that friend who is such a tag-along that agrees with you in your face. Because when he's not with Moolah, he's actually positive and he's actually nice to watch. But when he's with Moolah, he was just like, man, they don't even got a barber in the background to shape up our hair. I'm like, really?
Girl,
I think a barber's gonna be backstage. No barber's ever backstage in no fashion show.
I have never in my life ever heard, seen, or witnessed a barber being backstage. The most you're going to get, like when it comes to hair and makeup, that's mainly for the women. So when Moolah was complaining about hair and makeup, I said, okay, I see what your makeup is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, girl, we see each other.
Right, cover girl doesn't cover boy.
Okay. But yeah, Curtis, and you weren't even saying anything about, it's like, he reminds me of Jennifer and Evelyn or whatever. Like, girl, you wasn't saying nothing about this until your pit bull came around. And that's how I know, they are together forever. Mm-hmm. And I, if you guys want me to come to the wedding, I will. Girl, they're not going to invite me. They don't like me. But
Jennifer, you want to get smacked in your face? What are you, stupid? You want to get smacked in your face, Jennifer?
Here go, Jennifer.
I wish you would. Yeah. Oh, I wish you would. Oh, you wish I would, Jennifer. What are you, stupid? That was the funniest thing.
That will forever be, and you cannot forget when Evelyn jumped off the table and she was like, every time I see you,
I'm gonna sting you. I said, okay then, Evelyn, now you a bee? Talking about you gonna sting her every time you see her.
Girl, every time you see her, your ass is gonna get stung. I said,
your ass gonna get stung. I'm a bumblebee, bitch. This was stupid.
No games, and no shame.
Oh my god. That was mostly it for the after show. Please let the viewers know where they can find you, Lou.
So y'all can go ahead and follow me on Instagram at lookswithlou. That is how it is spelled, how it sounds. So y'all know how to spell looks with Lou. And it's L-U, not L-O-U. And it's okay. A lot of people add an extra O, but it's just L-U. Right. And then TikTok, Get With Lou, which should be right in the corner for y'all. So that's Get With Lou. That's GETWITHLOU. you. And then I know Pierre went ahead and dropped the link to my store, D-Lou
I just dropped it like 6 times on the comments, so you guys have no excuse but to click on that link and buy
see what the lashes are giving. 25 mm. So my 25 mm mama stand up, okay?
Right.
Because this right here is giving Obama, like Obama. Y'all get the joke? Okay. Y'all know what it's giving. But either way, thank you to Pierre for having me always come on weekly and just talk
we're gonna
about
be
these...
on the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show coming soon as well. So anybody who's interested in Roja, tune in.
This season is well, I don't know about this season, but this after show is going to be so nasty and so rude.
And in the words of Milan, we are gonna toot it and boot it. Ain't no personal thing.